whom Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive. And he carried them over the waters. And so came they into another land. So came they into another land. All right. So the 10 tribes, what? They went to another land. But they took this counsel among themselves. No, but they went to another. Excuse me, Salaki. That's not the land that I'm speaking of. All right. This was during the captivity of the Assyrians. But they took this counsel among themselves that they would lead the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt. Okay, and that's speaking about the Americas. Okay, so it's not speaking about no country on the Eastern Hemisphere, man, because that all those countries were known as the known world. The unknown world, where man never inherited, inhabited, was over the Pacific Ocean. Okay, or the Atlantic Ocean, excuse me. And it says, but they, Salaki, verse 42, it says that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land, and they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river. For the Most High then shewed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. Just like the Most High showed signs to that devil Columbus, man. All right, the Most High showed him signs too, right? Which was what they call Elmo's fire. When he looked in the sky, that's right when they were losing faith that they were going to get onto this side. The Most High showed them Elmo's fire that led them to the side of the earth. And it says, for the Most High then shewed them signs. The Most High then shewed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half. And the same region is called Ashereth. Then dwelt they there until the latter time. And now when they shall begin to come. All right, so they were dwelling in that part of the earth, which is the Western Hemisphere, which is here, the Americas, until the latter time, which is now. Okay? So in other words, they wouldn't be moving around and hiding and ducking. It would be very easy to find where the Israelites, where the 10 tribes were. In other words, okay, they weren't ducking and hiding. They were in the same place. So in other words, that would mean they would have the same cultures, right? Very close to the culture that they had in the ancient world during this time. Okay? Because they didn't migrate amongst the heathen according to this. What had happened was Columbus, that devil, and not just Columbus, but because Columbus didn't even make it to America, but Columbus and other Edomites came to this side of the earth and took down the Gadites, man. And that's all prophecy, man. And not only Gad, but Issachar, Naphtali, all the 10 tribes. Okay? And it says, this is Genesis 49. This is Genesis 49. In verse 19 it says, Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. And that troop was the U.S. cavalry, man, that overcame the Gadites. But guess what? In the end, the Israelites are going to be victorious over these Edomites, man. All right? Their kingdom is going down now as we speak, man. All right? These other nations are coming up against them, saying they don't want them in their country, this and that. So Esau is losing his power seat, man. We're getting to that point where these other nations, like Obadiah 1 says, thou art greatly despised. That's the time that we're getting to. These other nations are starting to despise Esau, Edom. All right? And the next step is what? The World War III. And then Yahushua is going to come back in the midst of World War III. well, excuse me, the chip first, the microchip, then World War III, and then Yahushua is going to come in the midst of World War III. Okay? That's all that we got left. We ain't got too much left. You know, we ain't got too much more to do. You know? There's not too much left to do. All right? You know, with that, we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Akakwadash, and Shalom to the sincere Akim out there. I believe my camera battery is about to die, so I'm about to turn this off real quick. Shalom.